Ah, there we are. Alrighty. Hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, Bassman, David, Basswoman, and her ladyship? Now, this morning, I'm going to start making some plans for the interior of the Volvo. I'll probably start getting some of those plans in operation, I reckon. There's a few bits I still want to do on engine stuff. Um, and I wouldn't mind tidying up the hull, I reckon. So, and whilst I think too, and there we go. Jolly good. Alrighty, now just take care of a very important moment of business. Fuck yeah. Hey, how you doing?
What's happening, man? Hello, everybody.
Now, mm,
How's that coffee?
mm, is coffee is good. Actually, you
Black and
probably wouldn't have had that commercial in the US. There is a range of small goods over here called Don Small Goods. And whilst it's actually been literally years since I watched TV, the ad used to be, is Don is good. Hence, is coffee is good.
good.
Well, that's looking very swish, mate.
Oh yeah, yeah. I finished it up.
Yeah, nice one.
Yep, turned out great.
Indeed, I believe the line I'm looking for is, ooh, nice one, Centurion. Like it, like it. Um, Now, something I might do straight away, in fact. Here we go. While I've got this nice coat here, I haven't done anything on the inside of the car that's going to be visible. So I'm thinking I might want to do something about that. And I'm thinking a bit of flat black might be the GO. The
Mm,
G or GG or.
go, go, go.
There's another that's another commercial from over here too, by golly.
Go, go, go.
Um, it was a guy. It's about an insurance. It's an insurance commercial, and there was a car, British car, called a Go-Go Mobile,
The go, go mobile.
and indeed, apparently spelt, and I quote, G-O-G-G-O. Hence why, certainly according to the commercial, and that's as good a source of information as I had. It was a genuine car, I do know that. Um, and the guy who's in the ad has that sort of an accent. So, yeah, it's one of those reference things. If for those of us over here, at least.
Right.
Um,
Well, we had a
perhaps
car at one
children.
time, a little two-door car called a Yugo.
Oh yeah.
Yep. You know what they called the four-door Yugo? We
Now,
go.
if the two doors, I was gonna say, if the two doors are Yugo,
Yep.
does that
And
make the four door a Hugo?
a we go.
A Wego? Seriously?
No, that the four-door part's a joke, but there really is a Yugo, or there was.
Yeah,
But
right.
the little car was such a joke that we they said that the four-door was called a Wego.
I um I actually drove well, not regularly, but I sold. A friend of mine moved to New Zealand and still had her car over here, and she asked if I'd sell it for her, which wasn't a problem. But in the time that it was before it got bought, I wanted to keep the battery in good order and stuff. Of course, the best way to do that is to take it for a drive. Now, the important part of this tale is that um, this was a single woman's car. That was the market. That are all the ladies, basically, because it was one of those three-cylinder um, cars that, look, for that market, absolutely. Um,
Yeah, it's got like what, one barrel, three cylinder, one.
there. Look, what's good about them is ease of parking. That was amazing because I
Oh,
did drive it
absolutely.
a few times, as I said, and the parking was fantastic. Um, Even on the shittiest of parking efforts on my behalf, I was still nailing it, the ample space on either side. Um, and the um, fuel economy was spectacular, as you'd expect.
Oh, I can imagine.
Um, Now, all of that said, would I drive one on a regular? No. No. Straight out, no.
Yeah,
Um, they
my
didn't
boss.
have, they had, for a car of their size, they had a good boot, but that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
For
that's how
their
that usually
size.
was. It had a nice hatchback on the back of it, plenty of room in the back, and it was actually a spacious little car. It was just made really cheaply because it was an inexpensive car,
Yep.
and really good on gas as well.
Yeah, well, that is always the thing about small cars.
Yeah, really good on gas. When I was younger, in my early teens, I worked at a car wash, and my boss man he bought the Yugo when it first came out, and
Yeah, right.
that was our go around airing car for the car wash.
One of the first cars I recall my mother purchasing was put out by the British car company Hillman, and I would say I'm taking a guess, but I reckon Dave would be familiar with this car, and indeed so would a number of UK viewers. The Hillman Imp, which, as you can gather, was a very small car. Um, but I got to say, again, for the purpose for which it was designed, marvelous.
Yep.
And it served my mum quite well for however long she had it. Um, After that, she had a '67 Toyota Corolla.
Oh, Toyota Corolla, man, you can't kill them things.
Well, it served her for years. Um, it was a pretty good car.
Yeah,
um,
Toyota is one of the better made vehicles. I stand by Toyota
if
all
you
day long.
can destroy a Toyota, you've performed a major miracle.
This is true.
Um, they say that to become a saint, you are required to perform some miracle at some juncture, I believe is the drill. If that being so, anyone who has successfully, if there is anyone on the planet who has successfully destroyed a Toyota, then, well, hey, they are certainly already in the running, if you know what I'm saying.
I worked with a man that had one with over 300,000 miles on it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Miles.
yeah, three over. I think
Wow.
I had 308,000 miles on it when he finally parked it. And the only reason he parked it because he bought one that the body was in better condition.
Wow.
Yep. 308,000 miles. I remember that.
That's because I know that okay, 'cause over here we do kilometers more than miles, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I know that the I know someone who has a car. They've had a car for years. This one particular car, and they want to see if they can get to 500,000 kilometers. Now, in miles, that's 480.
Wow.
No, in miles, sorry. So if he wants to get 500,000, 300 miles is 480.
Well,
So he's almost on that 500,000 kilometer mark, if you see what I'm saying. Who
yeah.
had the car?
Yeah.
I got it the wrong way around. Sorry. So yeah, he's almost at that 500,000 kilometer mark that my other mate dreams of, because there's
Well,
1.6 kilometers to a mile. Um,
well, vehicles are like tennis shoes. You can buy three of the exact same year, same engine type car. One you'll be able to put 400,000 miles on it. One
yeah,
I'll break down every other day, so forth.
yeah. It's that's a mass production thing.
Yeah. But
I
get a good one, then you got something.
I I had an interesting feature of mass production explained to me years ago by a friend friend of the family who was heavily into cars, and he was good mates with a guy named Eddie Ordinsky, who was actually quite a name in rallying, I believe. Not a big name, but he did a lot of the international racing stuff, and won the occasional thing here and there. Anyway, point is, um, they'd gotten a Tirana XU1 and done what is called blueprinting. And the bottom line here is that what that is that when cars go out mass produced, there's always, say, hypothetically, a cylinder needs to be, I don't know, we'll just say arbitrarily um, 3 inches wide.
Okay.
Just arbitrary. The number doesn't really matter. With mass production, you will not necessarily get a 3 inch wide cylinder. You'll get 2.9, 3.1.
Mm,
You get those little variables.
yep.
That overall, in an engine, leads to a significant reduction in power.
Absolutely.
Blueprinting is the process of finding basically you get the blueprints. These should be this size. Boom. And basically isolating all the ones that are the correct size and then rebuilding the engine to the blueprinted specifications.
Mhm.
And apparently you get about 10% more power out of the engine for doing that.
Yep.
And 10% matters.
Yes, absolutely.
Um,
That's like having a V8 engine and having it bored out and having larger pistons put in it.
yep, all
Yep.
these things. There's things that they do
Yep.
at racing level that are just
Yep.
blow your sweet little mind.
Yep. putting headers on it and boring it out and changing out the intake and carburetor.
Alrighty, now almost got the interior of the only that visible part here is all I'm worrying about here, of course.
Right.
And in truth, doing the roof is probably, I know it would show to some extent, I guess, maybe. But at least now I can go, yeah, that's been
That's it.
given it's been given what it needs.
Well, it has been a cold, windy day around here in this
Uh,
in North Carolina.
Now there was something I saw about North Carolina on the politics thing just this morning. It was interesting, but I can't remember what it was. Never mind. I was going
It'll
to
come.
ask you if that was indeed the case, but I can't remember what it was anyway.
It'll come to you in a minute.
Can't be that much. Anyway, now,
How'd your day go yesterday?
oh, my day's always good, mate. Things are good also from a viewpoint of most of my electronic media stuff is now under control. So now I can start looking at this building lists of places I'm going to contact
Okay.
early in the new year to start getting business going. And I need to start making money. But
We got to get those other 5 chapters downloaded to my wife's phone so she can read them.
I emailed you all of the rest.
Oh, did you? Okay. All right.
Cool. If
we
you
really
can't find, let me know, and I'll just resend them.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't think the other ones came through because I get a notification from your stuff and
Okay.
yeah,
Well, when I
I
get online, I'll send you the rest.
Okay.
Man,
hats off. That, what you've written is really, really good.
Glad you like it.
Yes, sir. Thoroughly enjoyed that.
It's all I'm going to say about what's coming up in the next few chapters. If you thought they were sort of the bad guys before, they get a whole lot more rotten than that.
No, did he really?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
God. Oh yeah.
Wow.
They have no shame. They give no shits.
Well, we'll have to go back and read the last chapter to refresh our memories on it. We would have done read them by now, but
after I get offline, the something I'll share with you when I actually go for publication. Excuse me. What I'm going to do as far as I'll employ a graphic artist, and what I want as the image,
we've never pressed
is a Bible, nice leather bound one, with a bag of Coke on top and a 9mm.
Oh my God.
Possibly with rosary beads. We'll see how that looks. But you get the idea.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah, it was really good, man. I mean, when you gonna try to get it all published?
Well, like I said, I want to get my I need to get my other books, at least 2 of the next 3 finished.
That's right, because you said you need to have 2 or 3 done to
yeah. I've been making hang on. Ah, David knows of a Hillman imp that is for sale. Uh,
Huh.
they're a cute little car. They really are. Good car, reliable. Anyway, but yeah, I've got to get the um, at least the next two down, and ideally a head start into the third that I've still got to do. I am making progress on the first one quite well.
Okay.
Um, I'm at the point now where they're about to do the robbery,
Mm.
which is an important part of the whole story. Um, and that'll take me to probably the 2/3 point of that book once that's completed. Um,
When you get them written, if you get them published, I don't. They should do really well because my wife, like you, she's read a lot of different novels by different people, and she really praised your work.
oh, thank you. Well, yeah, it's a question of just getting. I can see them because what we were told. Because I attended a day, sort of like seminar, I guess, more than a course, really, on self-publishing. And one of the things they stressed was that you really need to have a couple of, two or three out and about to make it worth people's while
Right.
and make it worth your while. Because what happens is then you go um, and because they hit one, might have interest in one, then they've got two others, and it snowballs. And also, then what it does is, in turn, it generates you more prominently.
No.
It's a
I guess I
yeah,
was.
whole mechanism involved in this. So yeah. Anyway, now here is the roof and that done,
Oh
and
yeah.
the so
Oh yeah.
yeah,
That's gonna make a complete difference when the interior's in there.
yeah.
Yep.
Now, pop that over to here for the time being. Now, put the lid on paint. Now, let us have a look at this. Now, I've decided that the chairs are going to be that really gnarly black that I had. In fact, there are certain areas I wish here to be that gnarly black. So, all right, here we go. Um, what I'm trying to work out is what's going to be the best way. Oh, see, that's easy enough. I'm just looking at how I'd mask stuff off once I've.
So you're doing it black on black, right?
Ultimately, yes, ludicrously enough. Yeah, I'm overthinking. There is going to be bronze on this. This is the thing, though. But
Was
yeah,
that,
okay.
was that the colored interior, the one you had?
Yeah, what it is that normally on a here we go. I can even speak from experience on this one. Here we go. Now with the Volvo, typically you got a sort of a carpet sort of a thing. I seem to recall mine was a dark grey sort of a colour, almost
Hmm.
really dark grey. The chairs vary. Um, Mine were a light or dark beige sort of a colour.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know if you were gonna do like maybe like charcoal gray interior with black carpet, or vice versa.
Yeah, what I'm looking at doing is that jet black colour, and then I'll do this flat black in other areas, and I'll use bronze to highlight stuff around the edges here.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Um, so this I'll get stuck into now.
Or that Led Zeppelin that sang Black and Black.
Yeah, it's interesting that because one thing I kind of like is that because that's such a bing sort of a black, you can really actually see the difference between the shades there quite markedly.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, look at there. Huh.
And I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that door runner down there, I think you want it to be a different colored black anyway.
That's the color it was on my car. And yeah, as you say, you wouldn't want to do it a different color purely by virtue
Right.
of, well, the color above is black. It's going to look wrong. Now, something I need to consider is as well is the bumper bar. Because there's a strip of bronze on that I need to do. Now, I have some kind of good news, I guess. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
goes a little something like this. My fishing mate is going on a cruise.
Oh, wow.
Now, while he's gallivanting about and daring to have a holiday, an outrageous notion at best, um, that means that I can do live streams on Saturdays.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And what's more, um, I can also, as I'm not going up to the safari park anymore, well, not in the short term, um, I can actually, for the next probably week and a half, 2 weeks, be on every day.
All right. Sounds like a plan. We can get some stuff done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We can make it or break it.
Well, I'm
That
thinking
that's one says we'll break it.
that I want to get everything done so that we can get onto the ship, I reckon, sometime fairly soon.
Okay.
I think that would be a good outcome.
It will.
All right. Yeah, what's gonna happen here. You can see how I'm leaving that. That's going to be that jet black color,
Yep.
and I'm going to leave them. I'm going to make that entire area here to really highlight the central pillar, I guess, but to break the color up a bit. So yeah.
You're highlighting the console of bronze, right?
Yep.
That's gonna be pretty.
Oh yeah. I'm getting a wee bit excited about getting it all together because I can see how well the painting's coming together. Um,
You can picture it in your head, can't you?
Pardon?
You can picture it in your mind, can't you?
Yeah, and that's once you've gotten to that point, it's a very well, it's a happy thing. You know what I'm saying?
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
That's the one. What's the next line I'm looking for? I am Stimson G. Cat, professional mouse catcher.
Fast as fast can be. You'll never catch me.
I think I might have
You
told
gonna
you
go?
about uh, when Ren and Stimpy first came out over here. Everybody thought it was just a cartoon, kids' cartoon, and were howlingly oblivious to the actual content of it. And it was put on in the morning alongside kids shows.
It's been forever and a day since I watched Ren and Stimpy.
And some friends of mine first encountered it after a big night out, figuring they'll get some yucks watching the kids shows. Let's face it, when you're four sheets to the wind, there's some giggles to be had. Um, and lo and behold, they've encountered Ren and Stimpy. Now, straight away, their objective had been achieved right there, but they've become quite. If they were up and about at that hour, it was Ren and Stimpy time. And I believe this was back in the days when you could record off of TV, and they did. Um, anyway, um, but in the same sort of, there's an interesting discovery. A mate of mine had the kids or the cartoons on when he was playing with his kid, and on comes Ren and Stimpy, and to quote my mate, I soon realised this wasn't for kids, eh? And as I said to him, no, mate, that ain't for kids.
God, I don't know why I can't remember much of Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, dude.
I wish I could.
A lot of it's just that um, pretty rugged
Or balls to the
sort of
wall.
stuff. Like, here's a good one. One stage, I can't remember what the reason for it is, but somebody opens up this cupboard and there's a walrus hanging upright,
What the hell?
looking utterly terrified and chained into the wardrobe and going, call the police. You think, yep.
The Ren and Stimpy show. I watched a lot of it. I just don't remember much of it.
It was,
You remember Ren and Stimpy?
I didn't get to watch it.
You didn't get to watch Ren and Stimpy?
There we go. Now into there. Yeah, because of the time of year and with everything pretty much starting to slowly but surely close down till the new year, I'm starting to find myself with a lot of time on my hands. That's never a bad thing in my eyes.
Are you excited about the new year?
Yeah, got a lot to look forward to. Um, I've got the start of my new business. Because whilst um, I am sort of started, but in truth, I'm more in preparation mode
Right.
because, of course, time of year, um, and just because that's just what you got to do. It's how it rolls.
Yeah.
In my experience, this time of year, approaching organisations, all they're going to say to you is, "We're going to get ready. We're getting ready for Christmas right now. Can you contact us next year, maybe early January?"
Yep. That's
So
it.
waste stop. Don't. My theory is, why waste my effort? And if I already know this, why am I doing it?
That's right.
Now, I believe this is actually the back of the engine bay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out just to be sure, but I believe so. And if so, I should probably do something about that too. In fact, I'll go a step further. I should definitely do something about it then. All right. Uh-huh.
Well, next
Start.
year ain't really too happening for us. My COLA increase on my disability is only like 2.3 or 2.6%, like
It went up.
$60 more a month.
That's not a bad income.
That's yeah, but that's still not.
It's probably not keeping pace with inflation.
No, by no means.
I saw a thing the other day that broke down the cost of living crisis that you guys are basically dealing with and broke it down into individual item sort of stuff and the increase since the start of the year. That's just, yeah, yeah, that's
Well,
fucked up.
they're talking about how food costs should start coming down since Trump has lightened up on the tariffs from Brazil and other places like that. But
I
I don't,
think he may have been put into the position where he has no option on that because that the people who are paying for it weren't the countries, of course. It's the
yeah,
US citizens.
yeah.
And yeah, um, but I know that one of the things that was being pointed out was I think it was coffee had gone up to 18%.
Wow.
Um,
I don't really,
was the whole, pretty much everything had gone up, but some of the stuff, things like well into double digits. And you think in a calendar year, that's insane.
Yeah, it is.
Mind you, here's a curious historical one for you. Not curious, but a full-on one. Between, or at a certain point, between, I'm trying to remember what the exact years were, but this is in Germany. Inflation was so high that if you chose to go and eat at a restaurant, you would have to agree to purchase or pay the price that the meal would be at the end of your time of eating. Because from the time that you walked in to the time you left out, the cost would have increased.
Wow.
Deutschmarks were worth nothing. And there were stories, whilst I have a moment, of, you can see pretty much what I'm doing here on the interior. Now I just need to do this little area here, and then I'll probably get the bronze on, and once that's all
Yep.
done, varnish and get the nice boom black on.
Yep. The gloss black seats, that'll look real good.
Yeah. Anyway, the and Deutschmarks were worth so little that there are stories of somebody going to a market with a basket full of Deutschmarks. That's how much you needed just to buy a loaf of bread. Putting the basket down, turning around to get the bread, turning back and finding the Deutschmarks there, but the basket gone because the basket was worth more.
Wow.
So yeah, but that doesn't necessarily help your good self dealing with the sort of shit that's going on at the moment.
Yeah. Well, the government shutdown that went on and all these people lost their SNAP benefits. There's a lot of families that really needed that. And they're
Yeah,
finally getting to a point now where people are starting to get their regular
that's just
benefits.
you'd like to think that was a non-negotiable.
Yeah. But them sons of bitches, they got paid regardless of what goes on.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's probably the bigger outrage, really. I saw here we go. I saw this great interview with Lemmy, and I'm not quite sure what they've specifically asked him, but he's basically said, "Look, you can't be surprised when a politician says they're going to do whatever, and then they don't. It's it's in their job description, lying to people." And you got to say, well, yeah. And although to be fair, sometimes they might say something with all positive intention, and then factors outside of the country might make a difference. That's sometimes the case with economic stuff.
Mm.
But as he said, their job is to sucker people into voting for them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And he's wound up the interview. Oh no, the final question was, you got any advice for your fans? He said, yeah, have a good time, be nice to each other, and fuck politics. And you got to say, the man has a case.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's because I studied politics at uni, and that's a thing where you study why these things happen, not how to be one. You study what mechanisms are, why governments or parties will behave a certain way, what the factors are contributing to that, and it's a curious thing to see it in operation sometimes. And whilst I understand why nations and parties behave a certain way, and that gives me good insight into that, at the end of the day, I think it may have served to make me more cynical on the matter. Because
Well, you know, all them
yeah,
politicians
I see why
doing
you're doing this. You
that
nasty
insider
two
insider
cunts.
trading.
All righty. Now, as I said, starting to feel a bit good about this. And I'm enjoying these pens, I've got to say.
Oh yeah, I love them.
I've I
The
wouldn't go
paint
so
pens
far
are
as to say
nice.
that I won't airbrush again, but I would go so far as to say is this whole spray can and pen caper has been an absolute revelation.
Yes, the paint pens are nice. The Sharpie markers for using on models are not worth shit. I don't
Hmm.
like them. Some people use them and they work good for them. They don't work for me.
I think I've come to think anyway that with a lot of things, in fact, just about everything in any given field, what works for one person doesn't work for another.
This is true. This is so
And
true.
just because some person can produce magical results with a certain technique, if they try something else, a different technique that also produces good results, they may not achieve it. They may not understand the little nuances that are just there, if you follow me.
But my question is, you know, I use some of the same paint some of these people guys use, and they use these Sharpies right here and get good
Oh, yep.
coverage. Yeah, and I ain't worth shit. I
Yeah,
don't understand.
it's again, it's a curious thing. Now here we go. So I'm out there with the interior of the cockpit, I guess is the correct term.
I tell you
So
what,
it's coming along.
you got some good cutting in with that pen.
Yeah, look, I'm pretty happy with them. Um, Now, other things I need to do in this fella, well, might as well go all out on it. Are these side panels and the dash.
Oh,
Ar, ar, ar.
give it to me,
Here
Margaret.
is the this goes on the very bottom of the. I'll snip it out first. It'll be easier. And then I'll explain what I'm waffling about. Getting all chipper and excited about. Give me a moment. Sprue cutters. Ah, and here are the bumper bars. Excellent. And in fact, to that end, throbbing.
So the other day I picked up the Stranger Things Sheriff's Blazer. I was going to start on that, and Bassman told me I had to finish my other ones before I started on this. I ought to be ashamed. I had 9 at one time I was working on. Yes, 9.
That's funny.
So these right here, these are 5. I've just of the 9 I was working on, I've finished up all these. And there's
Ah,
there's a Mustang I'm working on as well.
that's swish.
The
Nice.
Camaro I'm working on as well. And the race car carrier
Ah,
I'm working on as well.
nice one.
Yeah, I would have my ass kicked for having so many going at one time. But my mind has to be is going all the time, you know.
I'm with the program, mate. I'm totally there.
Yeah, my mind's always going.
Um,
I got to keep busy.
yeah. Now, something I'm also considering as a quick little aside here, and it's not relevant to this color, but hey, what you gonna do? And these are called Ghostbusters. Um, is this? That's the actual Volvo steering wheel. That's the Mustang one. Now,
All
that
right, so
one's got, yeah, they've got a different mechanism for going on. But I can work around that. What I mean by that is this has a stud that it goes onto, whereas this has the stud in it. Now that's all that really requires is that I make a sleeve for that if I'm going to use that one. I'm
well,
actually inclined to use this one.
you are playing Dr. Frankenstein with that, so
Well, I've got why not? May as well go all out on this caper.
I think
And
that'd be
take no
pretty cool.
prisoners. But the reason I'm particularly keen to go this one is I'll actually show you. I'll zoom you right in on both of them one at a time. If you go this one, okay, that's the steering wheel. Ho hum, pretty standard, stock standard steering wheel.
Yep.
The reason I think I like this one more
Mm.
is because I can see I can turn that into probably bronze in the middle, wood around the outside, or black in the middle, wood around, probably black in the middle, or even or chrome even. But you get the idea. There's a bit more zip potential, I think.
Yeah, you could go all out and do it black and do this all those indentions in bronze.
That would be the ticket now, wouldn't it?
That'd be
Boom, that's the one. That's what's going to happen.
yeah, because your center console
Oh, that will look so good.
that you're trimming out in bronze, that would look real good with that.
Yeah, yeah, but that's what we're doing.
And
All
since
right.
you're putting a Ford engine from a Mustang into a Volvo, yeah, you need to add some more components to it.
Yeah, yeah. This is more of a Volvo Mustang, isn't it? Really?
Frankenstein.
Now, something else I'll show you. Whilst I think is okay. These are the bumper bars, and there's a little strip there. In an
Wrong.
ordinary circumstance, is aluminium. I think we all know what color that's going to be.
Dun,
Bronze.
dun.
Likewise here.
Yep.
And this ultimately goes, and I have, because I didn't know where this was, I haven't painted it yet, and that's fine. Where that goes is there.
No. Yep. Man, that's gonna be kicking like karate.
And what I'm going to do is there's a couple of little lights there, and I'll go around the edge of that. Unsurprisingly, bronze.
Yep.
So yeah, but in the
Yep.
meantime, we have our dash.
Yeah.
So I'll do a bit of paint work on that. And indeed, these actually in the other area probably require more of that same black that I've got on the bottom of the hull there. So we'll do that now.
That's gonna look sweet.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so let me tell you, what day was it that Oscar Isaac was in Selma? Saturday, Friday or Saturday this past week. There's a local toy store, Hidden Temple Toys, that we go to a lot. It's
Yep.
right here in our neighborhood. Oscar Isaac popped in there.
Who did?
Oscar Isaac played Moon Knight, Poe Dameron on Star Wars, Force Awakens.
Oh, okay.
He's in the new Frankenstein movie.
Okay.
Yep. Right. And my son and
Curious
I,
when you see celebs in public.
yeah, down here in Selma, North Carolina,
Yeah, yeah.
little hick
I
town.
It's funny you should mention that. I was on YouTube this morning, and I saw this rather amusing clip of part of an interview with Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean,
Oh,
and the
that motherfucker's
question
great.
came up as to being recognised in public. How do you deal? He said, well, if it's somebody who actually clearly recognises that it's you, it's actually not too bad. They might come up and say hello and maybe be a little goofy, but they're being nice, and it's all good. So what can actually be trickier is when people think they recognise you but aren't sure. He said because what happens is first they start staring for a while, and um, and then after, depending, they may or may not actually approach, and but they'll still stare. And he said, and he's even had the experience, and he told this story of being at a Land Rover dealership. No worries, there's a few different people there, and this guy's doing the staring thing at him until eventually he sidled up to him and said, "Has anybody ever told you you're the spitting image of that Mr. Bean?" And he's replied, "Well, actually, yeah, I am the guy who does play Mr. Bean." And got the response, "Oh, I bet you wish you were." And apparently, it got to a point where no matter how much Rowan Atkinson tried to explain that no, he actually was genuinely Mr. Bean, the more skeptical the guy became.
Wow.
And yeah,
Wow. Huh.
so you got to say, yeah, nice one. Yeah, that would
Yeah.
actually be quite annoying. I think actually that experience. Um,
Yeah, Oscar Isaac, he had a beard growed out, he had a hat on, and he's actually kind of gray headed now.
well, time will do that.
Yeah, but I mean, I imagine you reckon he dyed her hair when they do movies and stuff.
I
But I had to look real closely because he had a hat pulled down, and the store owner head, he's a friend of ours. He's done a
I think I
video.
told you I saw part of an interview with Brian Johnson, lead singer of AC/DC,
Oh wow,
and he was saying he is envied by his co-members of AC/DC because the thing is, because he wears his hat right down over his face, none of the fans actually know what he looks like. So when they're in, wherever, he can walk straight down the street, nobody even bats an eye. Whereas all the rest of the band can barely leave the hotel without being mobbed. And they think he's a complete cunt for it. Oh, yeah, it's gold. It's funny the things that um, band members and co-stars from TV series sometimes get jealous about when you find it out. As an example, in one of my favorite TV series, Rome, one of the guys who plays Mark Antony got this nice leather armor, as you'd expect. He's a general, and one of the other guys, one of the stars, had to wear this really uncomfortable legionary armor, and you reckon he was puking. Here he is, one of the sort of like the lead rock characters. He's having to wear this really unpleasant, uncomfortable lump of metal, whilst his co-star's got this nice leather outfit. Fuck off.
yeah, I believe Oscar Isaac was trying to hide his identity that day he was up there in Selma because he had a baseball cap pulled down over his head. He was salt and peppered, his beard and his hair.
Yep.
That's just not, just the way you're used to seeing him.
Now, we're starting to get to the tricksy bits here. By which I mean, you'll need to show a bit of form on the radio.
Do you have decals for the dash and stuff?
Well, I do for the dials. What I can do is this. Give me a moment. I just need to do a touch there. What I could possibly do. Give me a moment. Now, decals, you say. Let's have a look, see, shall we? Because I know I don't on the Volvo ones. Here are the Mustang ones. Now we do have some nice styles, but as far as actual, hang on, what's this? Oh no. Oh no, no. No, this is going to require just a bit of delicacy on the with the brush, I think. Can be done, but it's going to be a little touchy.
Remember,
Now,
you breathe, fart, burp, or sneeze.
well, once I've gotten a couple of more
Keep all
things
hands to the side of the
painted,
vehicle at all times.
once I've got a few more things painted, I'll give you a zoom in and tell you what the plan is. Oh, well, I do have a plan. I do. Uh, Indeed, not just there. There's a empty spot there. I wonder what goes there. Now, I'm going to cheat a bit here. What I'm going to do is do the whole thing black, and then just go on top of that, if you follow me.
To the moon and back, Alice. To the moon and back.
Because using an acrylic, I can do that. So I shall. At least in certain spots. All right, getting places. And finally, to here. I've been a bit more that way. Just, I want to get some decals into there. There we go. I can do that with a little bit of jiggery pokery.
The the lady you helped the other day, she had a really strong accent.
Yeah, I think she's Filipino. She was funny.
She locked herself out, right?
Yeah. And the curious thing was she actually did have some keys, but for some reason the roller door wasn't working and the key wasn't working properly in the gate lock. She had the ones to the house, not the gate.
Uh,
So it's just like, oh dear. Never mind. All sorted. But yeah, she had a quite an absolute rip snorter of an accent. Yeah.
yeah, she sure did. That's like my accent. I sound like a southern country hick, sure enough.
Now, what you really require to fully pull that off, of course, is the banjo.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's the one. All right. Now, side panels. Now, some of these will also be getting some jet black action, I reckon, just to really make it go kaboom. Kaboom! So, but we'll come into here. All right. Can't believe I've taken this long doing it in just this one black. Jesus. Actually, I can believe it. What am I saying? And then there. And there. All right.
You have that deep, ominous laugh, like, "Yes, come in, please."
Yeah, I've been told that. Um,
You'll
here's
leave
an amusing,
unscathed, I promise you.
here's an amusing line I thought for you too on that front. Because it travels quite a distance, I can be heard when I'm laughing, like quite like yeah,
Yeah,
from the other side of when I used to arrive at a hotel I worked at, I could be heard laughing from one side of the hotel to the other,
I believe that.
and the locals could be a complete pain in the ass to the bar staff until I rocked up. I had an arrangement with them. And I was like, yeah, you look, guys, what you do, I don't want to hear about. People don't see it. I don't hear about it. It's not my fucking problem.
That's it.
Make it my problem, and then I've got to do something. Well, that sounds fair enough.
I'm going
Anyway,
to insert my foot in a certain part of your body.
basically, and anyway, the barmaid would say that as soon as she heard my laugh, she'd feel this overwhelming feeling of relief. Suddenly, they'd start behaving themselves. I didn't even have to be in the room; they'd hear it coming. Oh, time to start behaving ourselves. All right, getting places. Now, what I might want to do with this, I reckon, take this off in the short term, and actually go whack thusly, so I can do all that I want to do on this.
Well, you've inspired me to want to get back into fishing.
Huh,
Yeah, me and my son were talking the other day. I think next year we're going to, well, this spring, but I got to purchase all new fishing gear because I sold my boat and all my tackle and all my rods a couple
oh
about 5
wow,
years ago. Yeah, I had a 16-foot glass frame bass boat.
wow,
Yeah, I had I had a 90 Mercury on the back, but it would carry that boat pretty quick across the water, about 50 mile an hour across the water. That's pretty fast.
that's boogieing.
Yeah, 50 mile an hour on water is fast. Little skier behind it. It was it was V hole, but not a real sharp V hole
Yeah, yeah.
fiberglass bass boat.
Yeah. Right. Set up the next one.
I went fishing so much that my thumbs stayed scratched up from because bass, like brim and other fish, they got teeth.
Yeah, yeah.
My thumbs stayed marred up all the time.
My last time, it's been a while since we went brim fishing because lately we've been doing carp. But last time we went fishing, my mate caught a quite chunky one, and when trying to get the hook out, and because the thing they eat is shellfish, is one of their big go-tos. So of course they got grinding jaws and very bony mouths, and they've got no qualms about if there's something in their mouth. Oh, I'll just grind down on that.
Yep.
And if you're trying to help them, having already put the hook in their mouth, we'll leave that discussion there. By getting the hook out, it doesn't really help the cause. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. We have alligator gar down here. We call them pike. And they got, you'll see the teeth in them sons of bitches. Oh my God. They're just like alligators with fins.
Yeah. David was just saying with regards to seeing celebs that there are he's got a few in his neck of the woods, but you don't see them much.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, a few millionaires, few TV presenters, that sort of caper.
Oh, well.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, we don't get them down here, like never. It was a fluke that I guess he was down here.
I'm just getting mental images of a David Attenborough sort of figure doing the celeb spotting in a given region. Depending on the celeb would depend on the sort of like the commentary. For example, what would be a good one to roll with? Here we see the Eastern Tom Cruise, with his enthusiasm for religious figures, religious stylings, as he tries to recruit people to his cause. His acting abilities, however, seem to compensate for this, as other members of the tribe tolerate him.
Yeah, Tom Cruise does all his stunts, and he's an actual pilot.
Yeah, I've got to say, it's a curious thing. Because of the whole Scientology thing, you expect him to be a certain way, but he's not actually that way necessarily. I believe he's quite in on the whole. He rather enjoys the amount of payouts he gets from Family Guy, and he does the voices for him sometimes. And yes, I believe he does do his own stunts.
Yep.
And but yeah, there's an episode of Family Guy where Stewie starts hanging out with Tom Cruise, and there's this one of the lines that Stewie throws at him with his, because eventually he tells Tom Cruise, "Yeah, look, I just found out that I'm going to be tall, so I don't want to hang out with somebody whose teeth are bigger than they are." The line is, "You'll regret this, Stewie. Nobody walks away from tiny Tom Cruise." Yeah, a couple of 3-year wives.
Oh, damn.
You think, oh ho ho, and apparently he's all good with that.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is actually a short fucker.
He is, I believe, yeah. So is Stallone.
Yeah. Sure is.
And the reason I make mention of that is because I believe most heavyweights are around 6 foot as a minimum, sort of a thing, just because of the way it rolls out. And he's 5'8".
Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Stallone's only 5'8".
No, 5'8", maybe 5'10". He's not very
Wow.
tall.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. He's not 6 foot.
I did
I know
not.
he's sufficiently short
Huh.
that when it comes to actually generating muscle mass, it works for him because he doesn't have to get as big, as it were. For example, when you look at Schwarzenegger, who's 6'2",
Yep.
um, he's for him to put on mass visibly, of course, he has to put on much more, or did when he was younger. And that's the whole thing about if you're a taller person, you need to put on more mass for it to show.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
Whereas Stallone being relatively short,
Yeah. The longer your torso is, the more you got to put on to show.
correct. And Stallone's so short, he doesn't have to worry about that shit.
Well, I did see on my Google Reel here a couple of weeks ago, they were saying that Arnold possibly wouldn't live to see his 80s because of his heart condition.
Has he got a heart condition?
From what I read on it, yeah.
Oh, that's a bit unfortunate.
Yep.
I used to read articles that
Now I'm
he'd
just going
write
off
for
what
Muscle and
Google said.
Fitness,
Yeah.
and I would follow those words to the letter. And yeah, watch that size go on is all I'm saying. All right, now options. Do I go rubber black or bronze? I'm going bronze. I'm feeling like getting my bronze on. Yes, I am. And then, ooh,
Last week was Bruce Lee's birthday. He's I think it
yeah,
said
I
he
saw that.
yeah.
The big line that I always think of with regards to Bruce Lee is, well, there's two lines that come to mind. One is the whole line of, what was that? What, some kind of display? When the kid tries to kick him. And the other beauty for me is, don't think, feel.
That's funny. You sound just like him saying that. Just say.
Yeah.
So that puts Chuck Norris in his late 80s too as well, don't it?
He'd be getting on. There's a Family Guy thing with Chuck Norris where Peter says that Chuck Norris is so tough that under his chin there is, under his beard, there is not a chin, only another fist. And Brian says, Peter, that's ridiculous. And starts paying him out. And Chuck Norris comes on. He says, Chuck Norris, and suddenly this fist emerges from under his beard and punches him out.
Jackie Chan, he's another martial artist I like.
He's all. He's. I like him because he is in the realm of Chinese martial arts, at least.
Yep.
All that. He was trained at the Beijing Opera Company,
Oh yeah.
and in traditional Chinese opera, martial arts is a big thing.
Really?
Yep, and
An opera.
that's roughly how the martial art
How does that
was.
tie into one another?
It's just a cultural thing.
Okay.
They the same as when you see a lion dance done properly. A lot of those are put on by martial arts schools, partly for money raising, but a lot of the footwork and stuff traditionally done is based on martial arts.
Well then.
And but yeah, at the end of the day, the that's where he learnt, and that's where. Have you ever heard of Samo Hung?
Say that one more
You
time.
see a chubby guy who with in a Jackie Chan movie, chubby Asian guy that is. That's probably Samo.
Oh,
He's an absolute gun himself. Um, he actually did a TV series in the US, Martial Law. Except what it was that Law was his surname, and he did a lot of very good praying mantis stuff in it.
huh.
Um, and I don't know if things have changed in recent times with regards to the way they would teach there at the time. Probably not, because China's not that enlightened, I'm sorry to say.
Right.
Mm, But I saw this thing on, it was an interview with Samo Hung, and I'm just getting a mouthful of coffee. He was saying how he didn't mention how young he might have been at the time. That's not relevant. Well, I guess it is, but ultimately, he was holding a handstand, and he wasn't sure he could do it. And he's saying to his master, "I can't hold it." And the master's giving him the "You will hold it." Yeah, typical Chinese attitude. And I can't. You will. When he collapsed, he reckons he copped the flogging of a lifetime because, and the attitude was, if you hadn't been so busy protesting, you would have held that. This is the attitude they're taught with, which is pretty savage.
Yeah. Talking about discipline, Shaolin monks.
Yeah, well, here's another one from there. There was a series put out about 20 years ago now, probably maybe even more. Can't remember if it was Fight Quest or something to that effect. Anyway, point is that these guys went out to the temples to do some training. When it came to meal time, they went to where the dining area sort of was, and there's these stone benches. They thought they were for sitting down on. No, that's for putting your bowl on. You squat down in stance while you eat.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's no actual break in the training there per se.
Yeah, they start them out young too. From my understanding, they can't participate in like boxing and like UFC.
No, the moves, well, they're what they would do, or the style that they have, used properly, utterly illegal.
That them
Um,
being damn tough, you know.
well, like for example, one of the first port of calls I would go to if I'm going to give somebody the biscuits is to probably go for what is termed digital manipulation. What that is basically grabbing a finger and breaking it. Going straight to the chase. Once you break something on someone, they generally aren't going to fight too much.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bite. I'm gonna put my finger in your eyes.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull your hair.
Now, the thing is, of course, that's a very effective move, but
I don't fight.
utterly illegal in the UFC ring.
Oh yeah. Oh, I used to watch
um,
see a lot, and I tell you what, the women fighters they put on more of a show than the men.
they can do, yeah.
Them women
Um,
brutal.
the um,
You know, I get the whole thing. You
what I
got a
was
lot
going to
on the
say.
line, you know, and you know you want to last and do your best and win the match and outdo the other one. But you know, them women they go
Women
right
seem to always take it personally.
through.
They can get pretty savage, man. These are facts.
You see a lot of professional wrestlers going to the UFC too, kind of like Brock Lesnar.
The
He got banned for doing something. I don't know what it was, but he done something stupid and got banned from the UFC.
oh dear.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, there are certain sports where you got to do something pretty heinous to get banned. I have to say that's a bit of a statement if you have done.
Mm.
What one of the big names in rugby got is going to be copying a very big ban very soon for something that I view as kind of clumsy. And what it is that he's gone into a scuffle with someone, and as he's gone for the palm to the face as you do, which is already going to cop him a red. Unfortunately for him, his thumb has gone into the guy's eye. Hence, it now escalates to eye gouge status,
Yep. I've seen that
and
happen
he'll be
many
facing
times.
probably the better part of a year for it.
Yep.
And it's a bit sad because he's actually one of the biggest names in the game, and he probably he'll get some kind of let off because he's not got a track record.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I made a couple of errors here, but
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
now I've got to do a bit of detailing on the radio and a couple of other spots, a couple of little tidy ups, but that'll come together.
Yes, it will. Especially with that steering wheel on there when you put the bronze inside of it.
Oh, that actually, while I'm here, actually, I'd probably prefer to do that with a brush rather than pen, I think. Now, here.
On the steering wheel, those little divots.
Yeah.
I'd
Reckon I'll
about
do that with the actual brush.
I don't know. I about go with a toothpick on that.
Now,
Ain't so
first up.
small. Would you please? Well, they're calling for that 100% chance of rain tonight and all day tomorrow. I bet it don't rain.
Ah,
I bet it don't rain.
no, I think I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, there's not. I don't want to get too carried away with my bronze, but I will go for the bronze window white bit there. Focus, damn you. Go the whole hand routine.
There it is. Wow.
But I don't think I need to get too carried away with it. I don't think there's anywhere else I could really go with the bronze on that one without getting carried away.
I agree with you on that.
Sometimes less
You
is
done a fine
more.
job on that.
There it is. Now,
Right.
hmm. Now, I see the problem. Ayo. Ayo. Bit of an ayo scenario happening here, as you can gather. Here we go. There we go. Now, where else did I want to go? There was somewhere else I wanted to go with this color, I'm sure. Ah, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Work it.
Yeah. Now, we'll go.
So I'm taking all my bit boxes and I'm going to assemble all the engines I have just for shits and giggles.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put them all on a
There's a
little
good reason to
display
do
track.
something.
So I've gotten 3 together right now, and I've got shit. Come back here. God dang it! I know, right? I got 2 more I'm gonna be building. So that way, if I want to customize something or put a different type of engine in the vehicle, I'll have it already made up.
That's a cool idea.
Unless my damn cat steals them all.
Maybe just a bit around here. Yeah, that's going to look swish once it's all tidied up.
You know what I like to do? I don't know if they have this around anywhere in your area. I don't think they do around here. I want to take a train ride. And I ain't talking about a couple of dudes behind me. I'm talking about actual, like a old train
Oh, I
with
know. Yeah, look,
a
you
dining
can
car,
do it
dining
here.
car.
There's I mean, we have a train station, obviously. Well,
Yeah.
not obviously, but we
Over
have a
in
train
South.
station. And indeed, it's even possible. Just used a bit of bronze here on the interior.
Oh, there you go. That's marvelous.
Yeah, I'm liking how that's going to come up.
That's pretty.
Yeah, and something you can do here is if you go down to Victor Harbour, there's a thing called the cockle train. And what the cockle train is a old school steam train.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
I
And
don't
you
want to
can
ride
get on
no.
that and go on for a bit of a ride. And the reason it's called the cockle train is because it comes from Goolwa, which is where a shellfish called the Goolwa cockle comes from. And we over here view them as well. I always knew them as fishing bait, and they're pretty much that. Yep, that's what they are to us.
Hmm.
And then it turned out that in Asia, people would pay prodigious amounts of money for them.
Oh, really?
Yep, they're considered quite a
Oh,
delicacy over there, and as a result, the price skyrocketed.
like shrimp.
But you can hardly. But at the same time, there's nothing stopping people from just going down to the beach, and not just at Goolwa. And basically, all you do is you get your feet in the sand and dig around, and you'll find them. So basically, you either pay the bucks or you go down to Goolwa and get them yourself.
Oh,
But yeah, going on a train journey can be quite pleasant. Um, I wouldn't mind going on something, one of those sort of classic train journeys, if you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Something like the Trans Siberian, or we actually have one here that I wouldn't mind even doing. The Indian Pacific.
Huh.
It goes from the Indian Ocean to the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, wow.
And that would be kind of cool to do.
That would be cool.
I believe the US probably has a couple of what would be considered classic train rides.
Yeah, I need to check into it and see what's offered around here. That's something I really want to do.
Uh, Starting to get some good progress here on the whole.
You think if there was something around here, though, you'd see it advertised or a listing for it, or something about it somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying in that regard.
Yeah.
In the case of classic train rides, it would probably, it may well be in another state, sort of a thing. But I would have thought there would be one.
Think.
In the same way that you've got the classic Highway Route 66 sort of a style, there'd be something.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's something I want to do sometime
All
too.
right, now this is going to be the going a few tied ups, but that's ultimately I'll be
Oh yeah.
putting some chrome into there because they're lights,
Oh yeah.
and they're gonna. That's what then goes. Where are we? There sort of a style.
Yep. That's gonna be just enough bronze to make it pop.
Yep. So that's going to happen. Now, what else do I need to do in this color? Ah, I know. Actually, here's a notion. Notion in the ocean. Do.
Do I be
Yep.
honest?
Um, is well, I'd probably have to go bronze on the windscreen wipers, wouldn't I? Really?
Oh yeah, I would probably think so.
That would make it look super swish.
Be sexy. Wait a minute. What did Rob say? Dead
Super
sex.
swish. Dead sexy.
There you go.
Get into my belly.
Holy shit. Get in my belly.
That's the one. Oh, you're clap. I'm sexy.
Do I make you horny, baby?
That's the one. I don't even know what that is. That's not my bag, baby.
Shagadelic.
Uh, and in today's episode of Robster is Extremely Silly, there we go. Now, next, we shall go gear stick. Come on, don't lie to me. You know you want
Yeah, baby.
to.
See, I get these earworms,
Oh yeah, there's
and I
so
drive.
many out of those movies.
It drives Bass Woman and our son batty because I'll go out here and sing the SpongeBob.
The
It's the best day ever.
uh,
I start
on the
singing.
topic
I
of
say, shut up, shut up.
Austin Powers, I was looking at a picture of Doctor Evil, and as I looked at him, it suddenly dawned on me. I knew I'd seen Stephen Miller somewhere before. All right, now here's our. Still got a couple of colours, but there's the bronze on it. And now,
Looking good, looking good.
slowly but surely,
What do you call
our
this glass?
next one will be these, our windscreen wipers.
Dr. Evil. He had one, didn't he?
Oops, oops, that's okay.
Monocle. Monocle.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, that's gonna look swish.
Going to look nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, I should do that properly. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah. Um.
What do you say? Kool-Aid man.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Get in my belly.
uh,
The
I think I've
spider.
told the rather amusing tale of my nephew, one of my nephews. He would have to have been quite young at the time, as he was sort of in the position of having to sit in the back seat, sort of caper,
Oh.
when driving with my sister. And it had a bit of an upset tum.
Mm.
And they'd also recently seen Austin Powers. And
Mm.
as they're driving along, she reckoned suddenly this rather unpleasant aroma hit
Mm.
her nostrils. And she's looked in the rear vision mirror and asked, as one might, "But have you soiled yourself?" And given the response, "Maybe." And you got to say, for a young lad, that's a pretty sharp response. Um, I remember I was working with you've heard me mention that I worked with a young lad who had cerebral palsy.
Yes.
And on one occasion, he had this quite horrifying experience that came to be known amongst staff members as the Poonami.
The Punami.
Yeah, well, basically, he got caught in a position where he couldn't make it to the toilet,
Oh
and
no.
and it was a very runny one.
Wow.
And yeah, we had to basically completely wash him, give him a completely new set of clothes,
Bless his heart.
and he took it all with good grace. I've got to give it to him.
Well, good.
And the reason I make mention of this in particular is because his response in the final analysis was a model of composure and resilience. Because he's been washed, he's cleaned, he's in a new uniform. No sooner has he got in his chair,
Uh-oh.
he kisses his arms and chirps out with "Sun's out, guns out." There you go, Rain. Yep, there's a good way of just taking it all in.
Bless his
Yeah.
heart.
So there's our windscreen wipers. Hang on a bit.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to do them. Obviously, I'll do them a different black, probably a rubber black. And I'll do some black on this side as well, just for good measure.
Well, that's pretty nice. They gave you the wipers to put on there instead of having them molded onto the body.
Is that an uncommon feature, is it?
Yeah, actually it is. 'Cause I don't have out of all
Yeah.
my cars, I only have like three maybe that had
Yeah, right.
wipers you put on. All of them, all the rest are
Yeah, right.
molded. It's like this
Ah,
oval. It came with chrome ones.
steering wheel. Now we'll get a nice crisp blush for this occasion, I believe. Would be the drops and focus and out a little bit would probably be a go-to.
I love a gear that has a lot of parts.
Now, more coffee required, I tell you. Then, steering wheel time.
I had my cup of coffee about 9.5 hours ago.
Well, you only have one?
Yeah,
God
I drank
damn, that's unnatural. It will come of it. Here we go. I have 2 cups of coffee to get started in the morning. You know, you get those people who say, "Don't approach me. I haven't had my coffee."
Yep.
No, no, no. I haven't had. If I haven't had 2 cups of coffee, the world can fuck off. Now, further to this, I will hasten to add the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse could come riding over the horizon. If I haven't had my coffee, I'm going to bitch slap the fucking 4 of them, kick their sorry asses back with the phrase, "Wait till I've had my cunting coffee."
Yeah,
If I don't get the picture, oh, there'll be no apocalypse today, I tell you.
about 1 cup. I'm good.
Nah,
That's a big. It's a big cup.
as you can
It's a
gather,
big cup now. It's not no small cup. It's a big cup of coffee. And I'm actually
oh,
looking,
yes, so's mine.
trying to find what you call a tanker that'll hold almost probably a half a pot of butter.
Mhm. Now, I don't mind being a little clumsy with. Oh, this is going to look so good. I'm going to be a little clumsy with the spots initially, but that's fine. But oh yeah, baby. We got workers here doing something. I wonder what they do mean by it.
Now, my mother, when she was alive, she drank a pot of coffee every morning.
I can understand that.
She'd sit at her little table and she'd smoke about 10 cigarettes and drink a pot of coffee. And she'd be like, Christopher, don't bother me until I have my coffee. I'm not moving. I'm not doing anything.
All right, I got a little clumsy with some of the painting on this, but in due course, we can see that's going to look really good.
Oh yeah. Yep, that's gonna pop.
Now, one thing I can do straight away with this, and will do, give me a moment, let me just clean this brush. In fact, there's two things I can do. I would suggest that the workers are indeed the lawnmowers. Who would have thought, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to go acrylics. And what I'm looking for is wood.
You got wood?
Which I do have. While I'm here, I'm going to get glossy black out because that will be handy. We'll also get looking dark grey. That's one I wanted. And the other one I wish for, looking, not finding. It may be in the other one. I would be suggesting it is in the other one. Yeah. That's a wooden colour is what I'm looking for. I'll probably go the lighter of the two, I would suggest, as I have options. Now, oops, headbutting cameras and things, dearie me.
I
Here
actually
we
have
go.
a large variety of craft paints. These are actually good model car paints, modeling paints in general as well. You can find a smorgasbord of colors.
Wood. Hang on, I'm just going to turn you up a bit because I can't hear you over the lawnmower. There we go.
Talking about craft paints, how they're good to use as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I've actually watered these down and used them in my airbrush to paint cars with in the past.
Yeah, right.
As a matter of fact, Eleanor was painted with an airbrush using craft paint.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it turned out nice. The only way I could find the color that Eleanor actually was, we pulled up some pictures online because,
That's pretty close.
yeah, it's really close from what I found online, the color.
That's cool. Now,
So I got Eleanor, I got John Wicks,
oh, yeah.
I got the General Lee, Smoking the Bandit Trans Am. Now I just need the mystery machine, but I can't find a good plastic model kit of
Yeah, that's always the trick, isn't it?
yeah, of them. Yeah, they're all snapped together. The mystery machine.
Nice. Now, bit of wood color on the.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of snap togethers, but
No,
it's
neither
totally
am
been
I
there.
really. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, that's the one that was a snap together. It had like 12 pieces to it, but it turned out really nice.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes they seem to. I mean, I'm sure we have the same sort of concerns with the snap togethers. They're sometimes a bit too. What's the word I'm looking for? You question as to what you're going to be getting
Yeah.
in pretty simple terms. But if it's come up the goods, well, what do you say to that? You say, well, jolly good then. That's what you say to that.
Yep. So that in turn, being this one turned out the way it did, I'm not opposed to getting more snap togethers if that's a certain car
Well,
I'm looking for.
I know that there's a range of figures that a mate of mine's daughter does. And fundamentally, you just snap them together and paint them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in light of such discoveries as the joys of spray on paint and all the rest of it, I'm inclined to start thinking that depending on certain factors, maybe it's just a question of embracing modern technology,
Yeah.
if you follow me. Because just because we required glue at one stage does not mean we'll always do so.
This is true.
So maybe if I got a yeah, if I found a really nice kit that snaps together, yeah, that's probably sounding like not a bad option in some ways. I got to say, let's face it, gluing can be, and if they've made it that sweetly, whatever, man. In fact, I believe we've all done the hey, I don't need to glue that part in, and so I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna. Why would you? Sometimes
Yep,
it
yep.
makes it messy and a hassle. There we go.
This is true.
So yeah, it falls into the category of a watch this space and see how it rolls out sort of category for me. I'm not
And I
averse to the
haven't.
idea of doing snap togethers
Yeah.
if they are that good, as we've discussed. Now, there we are. That's very nice. Now, I'll even give you a zoom in on that one once I clean the brush. So it'll give us a really good idea as to how that's going to look in the final analysis. Uh, all right. Now, at some stage, I should probably start getting my mind onto doing things as far as business and stuff. So I
Okay.
want to start creating lists for, well, mailing lists and stuff like that for where I'm going to contact and such like and such forth.
Okay.
Um, I want to have a extensive list set up for all of just on the for starting points: nursing homes, retirement villages, senior citizens clubs, all this sort of caper.
Okay.
Because of course, if I don't have it, I've got to generate it and so forth.
Oh.
So yeah. Anyway, now what I did there was put a bit of wood on the outside of the steering wheel.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, once we get the black on, it's going to look very nice.
Yep. That's gonna look good.
Now, next on the agenda, that was it. Dark grey. Now, my only other question is, I've got quite a lot of tidying up to do. I wouldn't mind getting all of this sorted. I might actually even, give me a moment, so I want to have a quick gander at. I reckon I might be able to get this done. As
Oh,
far as if I can get that done, I won't be unhappy for that, as you can imagine.
don't want you to be unhappy.
No, nobody likes an unhappy Robster. What's the other line? You won't like me when I'm angry.
Mm.
I think I told you about the um, comment about one of the state rugby coaches made about my temperament on the rugby field. The comment was that I was a gentle giant of a man who clearly never really wanted to hurt anyone, and suitably enraged was capable of some of those brutal acts of violence ever seen on a rugby field. And it was then that I realised, oh, was that how I am? I had no idea. I always thought I was quite a fair man.
That's funny.
What I'm doing now is just there we go. Um, yep, give you basically just the exit areas of the
Oh,
exhausts.
wow. That's attention to detail.
Well, they've printed it on there, so might as well as do it, as the bishop said to the choir boy.
Yeah.
Now, I reckon I'm probably going to wind up for today.
Hey,
I think we've done all right today.
we have. I've got a lot of
Um,
small pieces painted to my Mustang.
Jolly good. Give you a bit of solo time as one does. Give me a moment. Boom. There we go.
Got the shocks.
Oh, yep.
Got the shocks and the springs inside the
Tiny.
radiator. Tiny Tim.
Nice.
Got the manifolds done.
Nice.
The battery, the water pump, the fan
Nice.
blades, starter, fuel pump,
Ooh,
and I've done the chassis to both of them. I like doing a
nice.
dusting on the bottom of them and
I might tidy up my chassis tomorrow so I can get it ready for the engine.
in copper to make it look like it's been, dusty dirty because, you don't want to be
Nice. Nice
clean and
work.
dirty.
Yep.
But that's what I've done, all this small stuff today.
Cool.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, that is us done for today. Now, thank you for watching. We certainly appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
First time viewers, you know the drill. Follow, like, or subscribe. Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And follow, like, or subscribe. Yes, indeedy.
Like it.
Now, that's the one. Now, tomorrow is Wednesday, and I'll be back. I've also got no appointments tomorrow either, so I'll probably be on for a similar length of time so we can get more stuff done.
Yay, we can do more building. Constructing.
Alrighty. With all of that said, all that really cuts down to now is that I'll be back tomorrow. Same kit time, same kit channel. I'll catch you good people then. See yous.
Bye.